So we're here with the Molloy softball team following the regional final against Adelphi. Susan, your opening thoughts?
Obviously, we knew it would be a tough matchup. I'm happy we had been able to see them before. Lindsay's a great pitcher. Getting 5 hits, I mean, that should be good for us with scoring. I think what hurt us mostly was walks. We had 6 walks across the board, and obviously putting 2 runners across the plate strictly by walks is not really a recipe for success. But we're happy to have been able to reach this point, and we're proud of the senior leadership that we had all year.
Both pitchers have been exceptional for you for the entirety of the tournament. We saw Bree quite a bit. We know Bree got hurt yesterday. Was there, did it come down to the last second to decide who was starting between Bree and Stevie today?
No, we wanted to give a different look, so we went with Stevie, and I think that was the right choice for us from the beginning. Sometimes Stevie gets plagued with walks, but really nobody hits the ball too hard off her. So she was definitely the choice for today, and we knew that we'd have to bring her in at some point in the 4th or 5th inning.
Chrissy, I'm going to go to you. You and your team tallied 5 hits today. You really started to make Lindsay's life a little bit more difficult as the innings wore on. You were getting on base, putting yourselves in situations to score runs. How did you feel of your team's performance today?
I feel like we really turned around from last game. We knew coming into the game it was going to definitely be a hard match, and I feel like we just wanted to have fun. It was possibly our last game, so we just wanted to have fun and pass the bats and make a good go at it.
Steph, you and Chrissy are seniors, so what does it mean for you looking back on this season and the effort put together by this team?
I think we showed a lot of resilience throughout the season, which was something we talked about when we came back from our trip to Florida, how to bounce back and how to put together a good season, and I think we really did just that and continued to come back all year.
Coach, I want to go back to Stevie for a second. I mean, obviously the 5th inning was the beginning where things started to kind of, not fall apart, but to unravel a little bit. What was working so much for Adelphi against Stevie in that inning?
I think long up at bats. She went deep in a lot of counts, which made it difficult, and it kind of put them in a hitter situation rather than a pitcher situation. And then 2 small hit balls in the infield really didn't help us out there with a little bit of lack of communication. But I think kudos to them on a good game plan to wait her out for a strike.
Lastly, Susan, what can you say about your seniors and really the status of the program this year and how your team performed?
Yeah, like Stephanie alluded to, coming back from Florida, 2-12, we really did show a lot of resiliency. These guys have been totally awesome to coach, and you don't always get a great group of kids as you're coming through, but this was a lot of, 6 of these guys were awesome, and I was fortunate enough to have 2 of them for 5 years and 1 of them for 6 years. So I hope that our younger team looks at these older teammates and takes all the good that they did and brings it to us for next year.
Well, Susan, Chrissy, Steph, thank you so much, and congrats on a great season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're here with Carla Campagna, Courtney Wingren, and Jaden Farhat of the Adelphi softball team following their 4-1 win today over Molloy. Coach, your opening statements on the game?
I'm really proud of this team and everything that we've been through all year. When we came back from California and Florida, it was a really big learning curve for us, especially with the whole new freshman group. And I know this group has been through it before, but that experience was also new for them. So I'm really proud of how we turned the season around. I've always known that we can be in this position, and they just continue to fight and grind, and I'm really proud of where we are.
I know that coming into today's game, Susan had deployed both of her pitchers, Macias and Daddy. Did you come in with a scouting report that you were going to face either one? So were you a little surprised when you saw the lineup for today?
Yes, I knew we would have to face one or the other. I know the other, I think 24, was pitching a lot yesterday to get them through to today. So I really wasn't sure because I thought the other pitcher pitched really well yesterday as well. So I think either one, we stick to our game plan and hopefully we can do our little things and make things happen, which we were able to do.
Jane, I'm going to go to you next. It seemed like Molloy was bunting a lot, really trying to test you defensively, and you were as sharp as could be. Take me a little bit through your performance, especially on the defensive side.
So basically, yeah, they bunted a lot, and I mean, they have good hitters, and they're very good, but I have a great team behind me who motivates me, and even when I make mistakes, they're always there to pick me up. So having that had a little bit of confidence, and I was like, let me try to make these plays, but if I don't, then I know my teammate will pick up the next play for me.
Let's talk about the top of the 5th when you had the bases loaded and you're both in there in key situations to try to tack on more insurance runs to what was a 1-run lead at the time. You both go up and draw key walks. Take me a little bit through that approach, those at-bats. So I'll start with you, Jaden, then I'll go over to Courtney.
Yeah, so I was saying to Courtney, like, let's just have some fun. I mean, we're in a good position. We have fast runners on. We just have to put the ball in play. And then I also knew if I didn't do it, Courtney was right behind me, and I knew that she was more than capable to do it.
Courtney, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, you just kind of take it one pitch at a time, and Coach Lou always says it, stay in your zone, and just take it one pitch at a time, and she just happened to throw me 4 balls, so it worked out. But like Jaden said, I knew that whoever was behind me could do the same job that I did.
Courtney, for you and Jaden, 2 individuals who have been here for 4 years and seen a lot of success, what does this mean to you to get back to the Super Regionals again this year?
It means everything. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have another year and get to come back, but because my class that I've been with for 4 years is graduating, like every single game I've said, I'm playing for them, I'm playing for you guys, and it's a really good feeling to be back.
Carla, what can you say about the senior title side of you?
Well, it's bittersweet because I know it's going to come to an end at some point, but I don't want it to end. And these girls have left such an impact on this program, especially the 2 that's sitting here. I mean, all of them have done something. I can't just say it's one or the other, but going back to the Super Regionals now for the 3rd year in a row, I think that says something about them, okay? And I know how hard they work, and I know all the time they put in. So I hope that this year we could keep capitalizing on everything we've worked on.
Obviously, I don't want to put a sour taste in your mouth, but didn't get the result last year at Supers that the 3 of you won, and now you're getting the opportunity to go back there, like Coach said, for a 3rd time. Carla, I'll start with you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going to, and it's a lot of the same team, so what do you think is going to have to be different this year that wasn't there last year?
First, I think just having the opportunity to go back, because it's really hard to get to this point in general. So now we're back. And I think what we need to do is, depending on who we play, we have to make the plays. We have to make the plays, and we have to come up big with runners in scoring position, which, if anything, this, especially coming back from behind the last 2 games before this game, we were able to do that. So I think having the confidence and knowing that we are capable of doing that, we should have no problem playing Adelphi softball. And that's been the theme pretty much all year.
Jaden?
Yeah, it's a little bit of unfinished business. I mean, whoever we play, they're going to be good because everybody's good when we get to this point. But just having grit and trusting each other. Last year we were super close, and there's nothing I would change. But just picking it up this year and having confidence in us because we know we could do it.
Courtney?
I think it's good because we're going into this mentality of just giving it our all and really leaving everything on the field. And obviously, like you said, we didn't get the result last year, but it's good to know, like, even if we're down in the game, that we could still come back. Like, they call us the cardiac cats and the comeback kids for a reason, and it's nice to know that the game isn't over until it's really over.
Well, ladies, congratulations on advancing past the regional final. Good luck next week in Supers.
Thank
Thanks.
you.